a trio.
This is the sound of a trio.
It's a trio.
Hey guys, what's up people? Wagwan fam. This is Atreyu again. This is another review of UW Rap Battle League High Stakes, and this one is for the main event. I already spoke a lot about it on one of my previous blogs or whatnot. This is again obviously Hollw Da Don versus Loaded Lux, and I give this battle 11 out of 10. Listen, I'm being serious now. This 11 out of 10 coming from different angles, two different athletes, two different beasts and animals coming on the stage, going head to head. Loaded Lux came with his fucking intricate, lyrical, just breaking shit down, breaking his opponent down, breaking down the mentality and the image and the personality and what his opponent represents, and throwing it in your face, saying, "Look at you, you ain't shit, king. You need to be like, you need to learn how this works, youngin." All that shit. Hollw surprised me with this battle. I've never seen Hollw like this. Like, I'm a fan of Hollw, obviously, but with this battle, to me, it's easy to see why not only would people say he won this battle, it's easy to see why people say he's the best. Because you got two different animals here. Lux represents so much. He represents that his character, where he raps about, how he breaks it down, his intellect, he's intelligent, he stands for something. He teaches when he's rapping at the same time. He sort of does it like he's teaching you. He's degrading you. He's telling you you ain't shit, and he does it in a way where he's actually doing it for your own benefit. Where he's teaching you while he's doing it. Now that's some game. You know what I'm saying? That's like watching Khalid Muhammad on Phil Donahue or whatever. You can imagine someone like that. Well, yes, I believe the white man is the devil, and his history is written in blood all over the earth, and no one has managed to get along. Look what you've done to the red, the brown, the yellow. He's basically telling you you're fucked up. You ain't shit. I'm above you. But he's doing it in a way where he's educating you. God damn. So you love that about Lux. But Hollw, he's more a battle rapper in terms of he's in your face. He's just talking. He's just battling. He ain't there to teach no one. He ain't there to put no messages across or stand for something or this and that. He's just there to cuss and diss and tear down whoever's in front of him plainly in any way he can. And he done a better job in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Where he started off the battle. And I don't know if this was pre-written. It didn't sound like it was pre-written, but it could have been. But he started off the battle with a freestyle rebuttal about how long Loaded Lux took to get to the stage and call him a diva. Like the first bar, the first two lines was about that. And it's just mad, oh shit. He started right from the top, right from the jump he's on it. Like, okay, let me see what he's doing in this battle. Then throughout the battle, he's like, he just had punches, and he's like, ooh, and I didn't want to see it. At first, I was like, I don't want to see this, man, because the crowd was fucking with him. He's entertaining in terms of he's funny, innit? He's saying, but because he's saying more ignorant shit, and I know what Lux represents, I didn't want to see that shit. But I could tell you when it is, because that's just real. You know what I'm saying? And you have to respect it. You have to respect both. I lean more towards Lux's style and what he represents and everything. But if someone else is styling, and Hollw was styling, that's the thing. Like, you could give it the first round to Lux or Hollw. You could give the second to Lux or Hollw. You could give the third to Lux or Hollw. Like this how diverse, like dynamic. The battle was. It was back and forth, like in terms of style clash and all that, and the personality of the two people was different as well. So like, again, Hollw came with rebuttals and all that and freestyle, but also what he did, he switched up his flow a lot. Like, he switched up his flow and showed you different elements to him, and he also he broke Lux down by talking about like a lot of shit. And in the third round, he got personal. You know what I'm saying? So throughout, he's basically talking about, you know, how he over exaggerates things he says and goes into depth about small shit and rare, and a lot of time you don't understand exactly what he's talking about, and just because you can't understand it, we don't mean that he's nice. And then he starts talking about his dad and rare, like not his dad, how the fact like he is a dad, and he ain't made certain right decisions towards his son and all these sorts of things. And apparently how, I don't believe it, but apparently on how, you know, he'd be sniffing and shit. I believe that's just the bar and all that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so he tried to break him down in like every sort of way. And like I said, he's switching up his flow, crowd interaction, this and that. So it was good, man. Like, it was almost a complete. If you wanna be a battle rapper and you wanna master, like, I would watch Hollow's performance against Lux and see the different elements, because he basically showed so much different elements in his battle. And then Lux, obviously, it's like B Magic, yeah? You know what you're getting with B Magic. But with B Magic, what you're getting is just fucking rap. Punchline, punching away, punching someone's lights out and shit. You know what I'm saying? With Lux, you know what you're getting. And he didn't fail. He come to the stage representing as a Black Panther. He came with his fucking... Actually, let me stop that. Let me get real. Like, him and his people came fucking carrying shotties in their hand, Black Panther attire, signs with Malcolm X saying by any means necessary. I see a woman there looking like Angela Davis up in this, representing, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what he stands for. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he had the sign as well with saying don't do drugs with Hollow's face on it, and yo, he had personals. That's the thing. He had a lot of personals. Like, this one sort of like Preacher Lux. No, like last one you can compare what he's saying to a preacher. I wouldn't compare him to a preacher against Calico. I would compare him to more like a speaker from the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? Or more. You know what I'm saying? Like in about Egypt, about going into Egyptology and all that. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down from the 5% and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But in this one, it's kind of like he went from a preacher, from Martin Luther King to Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even Malcolm. He's militant. He was more militant in this battle, and he's breaking down a lot of shit. He's breaking down how Hollw was, you know, living with different people. He was on drugs, and he's breaking down all this shit that you put across. Like, and he done something similar. He carried on. Like, I check it because he's working with a time scale. Against Calico, he was talking about Marcus Garvey, Harriet Tubman. He's Harriet Tubman, peace be upon them, our prophets. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about that, but he was breaking it down from that perspective. So that's like before, you know, this was like just after, during, and just after slavery and shit. So then in this one, he went to the Black Panthers and he started talking about I can't even remember who he mentioned. I don't know if it's Bobby Seale. I can't remember who he mentioned, man. Fred Hampton. I can't remember. He mentioned some Panthers and saying, and look at you now. You know what I'm saying? So all this, you know, loyalty over money and all this, you know what I'm saying, hustling and rare. He done something similar what he done against Calico, but he done it in a more rugged sort of, he didn't concentrate on it, but he still put that shit out there. Like I said, he reminds me of someone who's just fucking dissing you, but teaching you at the same damn time. And no matter how good Hollw was, and yes, you can rightfully give it to Hollw. You can say you won 2-1. You can say you won 3-zip. You can say it was 2-1 to Lux or 3-zip to Lux. But even if you give it to Hollw, even a neutral could look at, sometimes in this match, it still looked like an older brother or a dad talking to a little boy. The way Lux broke shit down and rearranged, like, just, he wrote down, he just looked at everything you do and threw it in your face, and look, He took it, rearranged it, showed you how it's fucked up, and just threw it back in your face. Like, take that. You know what I'm saying? So this was a classic. My favorite battle ever. Literally ever. I watched a lot of battles. You know, come on, man. This is my favorite battle ever. This card are two of my favorite battles ever. I believe Loaded Lux and Hollw Da Don could be the best battle ever. The only problem was the time limits. Like I said, in the first video, Hollw wanted to make sure that it was 4 minutes, and from the first round, Lux started off the battle. He started going on, and they cut him, and he's like, "Oh, what? Come on!" And he's like, "Yeah." And then in the next round, they gave him 5 minutes, and they both had 5 minutes, and then the last round was unlimited. So you know, it's unlimited is good. So that was that. In the last round, fucking Lux was doing what he does, but in the last round again, Hollw pulled out a couple things. He got so personal. He started talking about Lux's son, and he brought out fucking Calico's dad. Like, he'll say, "Oh yeah, you see that person you was talking about, Calico, that lost nigga? Say it to Black's face." And then his own big fucking bread just jump out of nowhere. Like, "Yeah, what? Yeah, what? Yeah, BMF all day," and all this crap. And then you could just see Lux just shaking his head like, he's smiling like, okay, that was a good stunt. But he's just shaking it. When he see Calico's dad like, BMF, whatever, you could just see like Lux started smiling, just shaking his head like, are you serious? Like, I'm here. I could see what's in his head. Like, I'm here, dressed in Black Panther attire. My people, we're dressing like Panthers. You know what I'm saying? We got Malcolm X on the sign. We got shotties here. This is revolution. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. And you're a big ass man, and you still talk about this BMF and acting like you're some young gangbanger and shit. I'm not saying you shouldn't be proud of where you're from and all that shit, because all that shit didn't just start off some ignorant guys going crazy and killing people and taking over. No, they were intelligent people. They had something in their mind. You know what I'm saying? But what Loaded Lux was going against is ignorance and self-destruction. Literally, from that battle of Calico to this. So to come in his face acting all like you're some fucking young, like no, it's not good. And Lux was just smiling, but yo, that's a good stunt by Hollw. So yo, the matchup was fucking everything it was expected to be. It was a classic, probably the best ever. It was my favorite ever. And yeah, the time limit couldn't spoil it. Again, I don't know. This was from, I've only seen it one time and I saw it live, so it could be the mood and the moment. You know that shit. It's like you see a girl in the club and you're like, oh shit, she's fine. You're talking and all this and rare. You might go out straight away from the club. You go for another, you know what I'm saying? You might do all that shit and then you see her again like a week later or whatnot, and then you be like, okay, I ain't feeling it. You know, it could be like that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, shit. If you still got if you've got fucking, I don't know, $30, that's like £20. If you got £20 if you're in the UK with me, or if you got $30 if you're in the US and you can still get the shit somehow online, get the shit. Save up. Borrow the $30 off your cousin, man. Lil Ray, man, he owes you, man, fucking $45 anyway, nigga. So shit, borrow that shit of him, man. But yo, man, nah, for real, but do that shit. Classic event. Shout out to Arsenal. Shout out to UW. Done this. I give this battle, as I said, 11 out of 10. I give it, I can't, something's inside me saying to give it to Hollw. But like I can't do that. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't do that because they both just came from different angles, and it's like none is better than the other. But the crowd did end with chanting Hollw's name, so I'll just leave it to that. But Lux is, he's just a special guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done something. This was witnessing something special. Lux, what you represent to hip hop and to the rap battle culture, some people won't get it. I still meet people that say Tupac was overrated. Tupac, Park, Machiavelli, he didn't mean shit, he can't rap, he's overrated, and they love Biggie, and they love that, and they love Eminem, and they love all these people. And they just don't get Tupac. They don't get Machiavelli at all. Then you go to people all across the world and they say Machiavelli's fucking Jesus. He's come back to save us. He's the best ever. You know what I'm saying? So Lux, I see you. Like I said, we're both raised in a house of consciousness. And we're living our life under a new covenant. We ain't just polite, but we can be polite. Shout out to the gods in the earth. Bless up.